So now we're going to look at how to exchange your USDT to Nigerian Naira, right? Using P2P method. So you're going to sell your USDT to Nigerian Naira. So I'm not going to actually sell right now, but I'm going to show us how we can do that, the steps to follow, right? And this is on Bybit. So I believe you have a Bybit too. So this is how you're going to do that. So once you open your Bybit, you see the first page. Now you're going to select more here, more. Look at it here, more, for you to get the full services available here. So now you can see P2P Trading here, which is here. Look at it, P2P Trading. You select it. You select P2P Trading. So once then we wait for it to open fully. So now this is it. Now this is once you open it, by default it will be on the buy side, right? As you can see, it's on the buy side. You can see buy, green, all this buy. Even here at the top here, you can see buy here. So you're going to switch over to sell because you want to sell USDT, right? You are selling USDT, and do you know why because it's on USDT here already. Let's say you have USDC, then you can switch over to USDC here. Or let's say you want to sell BTC instead, you switch over to BTC here. Or let's say you want to sell Ethereum, you switch over to Ethereum here. So these are the 4 available cryptocurrencies you can sell for Nigerian Naira. So you switch it back to USDT as it is. Remember, you switch from buy to sell, right? Now another thing you have to check is it must be in Nigerian Naira here, right? It can be in Nigerian Naira. I can decide to change this to another country, let's say US dollars, right? So this is for those in USA, right? USD. If I select it now, the options here, it will now give me options of people in USA that I want to trade with, which is not it won't be likely possible because I'm not in USA. These are people in USA, right? So this is for the US side. So I'm going to go back to NGN, which is Nigerian Naira, so that I can get options of Nigerian traders. So yeah, this is it. So but before you go ahead, okay, I've already set up my bank details. So I've already set up my bank details, to receive the money, right? Okay, let's say user center. Good. So this is what I did. I selected these 3 horizontal dots at the top right here and select user center. This is, first of all, you have to set up your bank, the bank you want to receive money from. You have P2P coupon, P2P that's payment method. So this is the payment method. This is where you're going to select first. So these are my bank details, right? I already included it, so I can decide to add another payment. So for a new user, if you are a new user, P2P user on Bybit, so you just go here to add payments. I've already added, so you add payments, you select bank transfer, right? Or you can be specific about your bank, right? If you can find your bank here, but majorly select bank transfer. You select your name. My name is already there. Select your bank account number. My bank account number is for Kuda is this 41950. Then you select bank branch. Okay, this one is not optional. It's optional rather. Look at these ones that has red asterisks beside them, like payment. You see the red asterisk name, the red asterisk bank account number. This to show you that they are important, so they must not be empty. But these ones that do not have red asterisks beside their name, beside them are optional. So bank account number, I've selected the bank name, but it has to be you have to input your bank name so that the person or people making transactions with you, they will know the bank you are using. So even though it's optional here, but you have to include it. So I can include it, kuda, right? Kuda confirm. So I'll go to my authenticator and complete the stuff. So but since I'm not adding already, this is just a tutorial, so I have to go back for that. For you, you just have to continue. So remember, bank transfer, your name is already there, right? Then bank number, a bank account number, make sure you input it correctly. You can leave the bank branch open. Then bank name, include your bank name so that it will be easier to locate the bank. You know the bank they will be sending the money through. So once you set it up, you save it, then you are good to go. So you return back. So yeah, now this is it. Remember, you're on the sell side, you are selling USDT, right? Now there's something we call filter here, right? Filter. This is filter. I always use this filter because when you open this for the first time, you see that these first ones are ineligible, right? This first guy is ineligible, so you cannot trade with it, right? They look at your 30-day complete or less, so they ask you to select another ad. This one is ineligible, so once you open it, you'll be seeing the ineligible people that you cannot trade with. So I always use this filter to filter them out. So I select filter and check this, show only verified advertisers, and also show only eligible ads. Then you confirm. Once you confirm it, it's going to update the list and give you the ones you can trade with. You see, these ones are eligible. So look at the things I check first. Look at this, the criteria I check before choosing someone, right? I look at the number of orders the person has done. Now this is to run away from scammers. I know you've had people talking about the P2P scammers on Bybit, P2P scammers, and I've never experienced anything of such, because I know the kind of people I select while making transactions on Bybit or any other cryptocurrency exchange, P2P, right? I know the kind of people I select. I have criteria before I select someone. So if you use this method, I promise you might have little or no issue at all. I've never had any issue or any sort of scamming or anything, scamming reports or scamming experiences ever. So you also use the same thing in order to stay on a safe side too. So you consider the number of orders the person has done. This honest spam person, honest spam, right? Honest spam. Look at, he has done 2,979 orders. So I always work with people that has at least 1,000 and above orders, right? And also, these are the first thing I look at. Check the number of orders the person has done. This one has done 2,979. Is good. That means he has traded with 2,979 persons, right? And look at the completion rate beside it. The completion rate is 99%. That means out of 2,979 transactions, he has completed 99%. Wow, that is exceptional. You understand? That's exceptional. That means this person is legit, right? This person is legit because of the completion. But before you go ahead and choose this person, there are other things to note. Note the exchange rate, right? Check the disparities between this first one and the ones below, right? If there is no much gap, it's good to go, because the people that always mention that people scam them, most of them are greedy, because once they open it, they will see someone with all these scammers. They will like to entice you with with a good exchange rate. Let's say like the average exchange rate here is 1,500 and something, as you can see, 1,585, 581. So it's between 1,595 and like you can see 80. The price disparities are not much, right? But you see someone will open, you will see like 1,000, like 2,000 exchange rate. Imagine check between 2,000 and 1,595, or you see someone with 1,900. You see the huge gap between them and the other people. So I don't go with those people, because people would like to go with them because they see they have high, their exchange rate is high. These people are greedy. So, and majority of them are scammers, you understand. So they try to entice people with high exchange rates. So always go with the normal average ones. So these are that's also what you have to look at. Remember, we've talked about the number of orders, the completion rate, and sorry, I selected it, the completion rate. And also another thing you have to look at is, which is very very important, is look at the limit here. The limit. Look at the limits of this person, this honest palm, right? His limit is 1 million naira, and that's the minimum limit, and the highest limit is 23 million naira. 1 million naira, 23 million. Sorry, I selected it. 23 million naira. So what that means, that the minimum you can trade with this guy here, with this, oh okay, it has changed. So we have a new person here. Now we are doing with G&G Global, right, who has 3,048 orders, right, and 96 completion rate. That's also exceptional. He has done 3,048 orders and 96 completion rate. That's awesome. So look at the limit here. He has 1 million limit. You also have, that's for minimum, and 23 million naira. So if you are not trading anything within this, don't go with him, right? Don't go with him. If you are not trading anything, if you are not trading up to 1 million naira, let's say you want to trade 5 USDT, 5 USDT cannot amount to 1 million naira. So you skip all these ones. This one has 500,000 naira as the minimum in his limit, and 23 million as the maximum. That means you cannot trade with him if you are not trading up to 500,000 naira. This honest palm, okay, look at the honest palm here, 1 million limit and the rest. So same thing with the others. So what I do is, in order to filter out people too from all these high people with high limits, I go to this amount here, you select amount, so that you can input the amount you want to, the range you are looking at, so that it can give you the people there. So these let's say I want to do $5, and with this exchange rate, I just calculate $5 times 1,500 and something, you'll be getting about 7,000 plus or more than. So I just include 7,000. I just use this as an estimate, as the minimum of as the I want to filter. Just include 7,000, so that it can give me people that are available within my range. The people that has limits are available within my range, right? So now it has given me people I can trade with, right? Good. So you look at the exchange rate, 1,525, which is normal, because the main thing is that as the lower you trade, you see that there was a difference, 1,525. Why those people that has high limits, right, they were selling at about 1,590 something, 1,580 something. So the higher you buy from, the higher your money, the money you are exchanging, the higher the transaction rates too, you see, and the lower, the same thing, vice versa, right? You see that this one has increased because you are trading for lower fee. If I'm trading 1 million naira, so I'll go for that guys, and they have higher exchange rate. But if you are trading lower, you go with these guys even though they have lower exchange rate. Yeah, that's the disparity. That's how it is here. Now you are going to check the orders here. This one has, the first one, V family has done 2,553 orders, and he has 93% completion rate. That's awesome. So I always do with people that has 90% completion rate and above, 90% and above completion rate, and like I say, 1,000 and above too. This one has 2,553, which is a good one. His limit, I've filtered out the limits now. let's say 5,000 is the minimum that you can trade, and with 5 USDT I can get more than 5,000, so it's good to go. And the rate, so I'll just go ahead and go with the first one, because the first ones always have higher exchange rates compared to below, right? These people, you can also trade with these ones below, right? Like this Mav pays, he has 16,150 orders, wow, and 99% completion rate. But if you are to compare it with, the first person, the exchange rate is, and for you to choose, I'll choose this first one because it has a higher exchange rate, so I'll go with him. So I'll go with V family, right? So yeah, this is it. This is the next page. So you include the amount you want to. That's 5 USDT, right? I don't have up to 5 USDT. That's why this red, message is here. 5 USDT. Assume you are doing with 5 USDT. Then back transfer payment method. You select your payment method, and you do what you sell. Had it been I'm doing it, I would have done it here. So you just select the sell button. But before you do that, always check the remarks. Yeah, this is the remarks of the person. Each trader or each vendor has their remark. This person's remark says, kindly indicate whether you are online and active to release coin as soon as you get paid, and drop your reachable phone number so that I can call you in case you forgot to release coin. So no phone number, no payment, please, I don't pay kobo. That means he said all these things. He said he doesn't pay kobo. So let's say let's say your money is you are using $5, right, and your money is about 7,290 naira point 99 kobo, right? He will not pay that 99 kobo, rather he will send you 700 and 290 naira, so he doesn't pay kobo. So this is him telling you, and majority of people do not pay kobo because of for suspecting it, because Nigerian banks are blocking accounts that trade cryptocurrencies, and one of the ways they do that is by once they include their kobo, the kobo signifies that this person is trying to do, like they assume it's from P2P traders, including everything, both kobo and everything. So that's why majority do not pay kobo. So kobo is just like it's as little as nothing, so it doesn't bother you, right? So once you do that, you select sell, right? And once you select sell, you will see a chat button there too, where you can chat with your vendor, right? And remember, he told you that you have to be online, you have to release coin as soon as possible, and you have to drop your reachable phone number. You can drop your phone number there immediately so that you know that you are serious, so that you do the business, you send you the money as soon as possible. Now once you do that, you wait. Once you select the sell button, you have to wait first until you get the money. You have to be careful about this. Make sure he sends you the money before you release coin, right? Once he sends you the money, you must confirm in your bank, whether bank app or your text message, anyone that you confirm your transactions with. Make sure you confirm that your money has arrived first before you come back here to release, because if the vendor marks that he has paid you, then a release button, that's where you have to release the token, right, will be made available. So you must confirm that he has paid you first before you come back and release your coin. So why P2P is kind of safe is that Bybit and exchanges serve as middlemen in this. So as you open this trade, your $5 will be locked temporarily by Binance, so you cannot withdraw. As long as you open this trade and the trade is still ongoing, you cannot withdraw the money again. You cannot, maybe trying to play a fast one by the person has sent you the money, you don't want to release the coin, you want to go and withdraw that $5 so that you eat your $5, you have your $5 and also have that money. It's not possible, because once this trade is opened, this $5 that you want to use will be temporarily locked, because the transaction of that amount is ongoing, right? So oh so so make sure that you confirm your address. So Binance the Bybit serve and exchanges serve as third party. Even when you want to buy cryptocurrency, remember we are selling USDT. Even when you are buying USDT, same thing happens to the other party, right? If you send them money, don't be scared that you send their money, so they might decide to say they don't want to release coin, because once a transaction is open, that amount of money that they are supposed to release to you too, will be locked by Bybit until the transaction is completed. If there is any dispute, you chat with the customer and they will settle it. So once you confirm that you have received the money, then you go back to Bybit, right? Go back to Bybit and release the coin. In case you go back and your Bybit refreshes, right? You start afresh here, and you'll be thinking, oh, how can I go back to that person I'm making transaction? Look at the top here, beside these three horizontal dots here at the top right here. Look at this book, this four corner with two dash in between, right? Select it. This is where you see your pending orders. So this is where you get that order, your pending, your active. Okay, this is your active order. So that order will be here because it's active, it's not completed. Now this is my all orders. This is where you can get every order. This is the transactions I've made in the past, right? Every transaction you make, P2P transaction, all comes here, or come here rather. Every P2P transaction you make come here. And then the active ones that are still active, like the one you are doing or you want to do, will be here. So once you complete the order, it will move over to here. So make sure, remember, note down all these things. So all these things I know I've said them a lot. So it's just that if you start using these things, it doesn't take time. So for the first time, you might think, oh, I've said a lot, how can I keep up with these things? These things are just easy. Once you come here, you use the filter, this first filter here, to filter out eligible and ineligible, right? Then you use the amount here to filter out the amount or the limit you want to use, 5,000, 10,000, as the case might be, depending on the value you are selling at. Then you come here, you check the people, and the rest of that. So that is it. It's very easy and simple.